Hey everybody, it's Rob with Cherry City Guns and Ammo, and today we're going to ask the age-old question that nobody's really asking. Should you use 44 Magnum or 44 Special for self-defense? Stick around. Alright, so yeah, the burning question. Should you use a gigantic Magnum revolver for self-defense? Some would say for people it's very much overkill. Some people would say it'd be great for bear defense. Some people will carry it no matter what. But we're just going to shoot it and we're going to see how it goes. We've got some defensive 44 Magnum and some defensive 44 Special that we're going to shoot into a block of just... Oh, I can't talk today. Into a block of ballistic gel and see how the two rounds perform. Both of them are made by Hornady. Both of them are 240 grain hollow points, but they're a very different bullet profile. I've had these for a long time, so I can't tell you exactly what they are. But this is a Hornady 44 Special 240 grain, and that hollow point is like a stinking bucket. And what I will tell you about this gun in particular, I've shot this with all kinds of loads. This is a fantastic, fantastic pistol. It's not a performance center gun, but I can tell you it's been shot enough that trigger feels like a performance center trigger. It is so well worn in and it's just smoother than everything. Beautiful single action, smooth, crisp, not crisp, smooth double action, very crisp single action. Great gun. Its biggest downside is it is my most painful gun to shoot. More so than my 50 AE Desert Eagle, more so than my 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. This is my most painful gun. There are people in my life that will shoot my 500 Magnum that will not shoot this. And it is because with a 3-inch barrel and with this particular style of grip, which is really, you know, a carry style grip, this gun is spicy. So let's shoot it with non-defensive rounds. Just a few of them, just to punish myself. I'm going to do 6 of them with you looking over my shoulder. And then we'll do a couple of them with you looking straight at me so you can see me wince in pain from this beefy boy that we're going to be shooting. And then we'll do some runs through the ballistic gel and see how this performs. Now, as far as a bear gun, I don't think you'd be bad off at all. As a bear gun, I think this would be very good. Are there other good options? Absolutely. There's lots of good options for bear guns. Some would say something that kicks less, that you can get faster follow-up shots like a semi-auto 10mm would actually be better. And maybe they're right. There are some that go for volume of fire, some that go for strength of fire. I think as long as you're carrying, you're taking a step in the right direction. So carry something. But let's see how this does. I'm going to switch sides here. And it's been a while since I've shot this, but I've shot it enough to know it's gonna sting just a touch. Let's shoot our hostage popper up there. And I missed it. It definitely whips that thing around pretty good when you hit it. Let's hit our plate rack real quick. I don't know if I'm going high or going low. I think I'm going high. Yep, I was going high. Whew. It's been a while. That is a spicy boy. And I've got another 44 mag. I've got 2 44 mags. The other one is a 7 3/8 inch barrel. And it is night and day difference. I can shoot that 7 3/8 inch or 7 3/4 inch barrel. I can shoot that 7 3/4 inch barrel all day long with the spiciest of 44 mag rounds. I load up some 310 grain hard cast flat nose, and I can shoot those in that gun all day long. This gun, even with normal 44 mags, it's a little spicy because she be kicking, in the words of Scott with Kentucky Ballistics. Not to steal his gag, but there's no other way to put it. She be kicking. Let's go down the plate rack again, not that you'll be able to see it. Ooh. Boy, when you hit those plates, it sure hits them hard. Ouch. Oh. You know what always gets me? Right there, right? I don't know if you can see it, but it got me good. And what it is, it's the cylinder latch. The cylinder latch bites. So under recoil, even though it looks like my thumb is nowhere near it, it just comes back and catches you, because the shape of this grip, it just wants to rotate within your grip under recoil, and with that short of a barrel, this is a spicy gun. But once again, with 44 specials, night and day difference. But we're gonna make sure that we're really up close. I'm gonna go set up for this gel block shot, and we'll see how the old 44 mag does and if I can hold up to it. We'll be right back. All right, first up, we've got the 44 mag. I'm gonna save my break with that 44 special for the end. We're gonna get the punishment out of the way first. So I have my lovely assistant go ahead and hit start on the slow-mo cam and get themselves to safety. It's time to do this. I think we made it all the way through. I don't even know if we caught the bullet. I hope we caught the bullet, but I don't know. Let's go find out. All right, let's go see what this did. So I had 2 shots through this gel block. This top one, this is a 300 blackout. One below it is an 8.6 blackout. And this big boy right here, with this huge, nasty, gnarly wound track, is our 44 Magnum. Back jug is not broken. We got a bullet. Let's see what this big old 44 mag looks like. Look at that sucker. Oop, there we go. That is a big, gnarly, stinking bullet. That's so cool. All right, let's do it again with 44 special. All right, so we were lucky enough to catch that 44 mag. Let's catch this 44 special. I think we should be able to catch it. It's a bigger hollow point. Should be moving significantly slower. So hopefully we'll catch this one as well, and we'll see the recoil difference. So go ahead and hit play or start on the slow-mo. Let's see if we can catch a second bullet. Well, I can tell you the recoil was literally like a third. It is so significantly less. Let's go see if we can find that bullet. See. Boy, I went in right at the bottom there. So that hit, it was a significantly different point of impact where that hit. Let's look down the side here. Traveled right there along the bottom, and there's our bullet. So here's our wound track, about 1/2 inch. Now, yeah, it's a significantly smaller wound track. It definitely did not do near the damage that the 44 Magnum did, but it was also significantly less recoil. Let me go ahead and cut into there and get that bullet out, because it's only maybe about 1 inch in there. Well, what I can tell you is that is a, as I drop it on the ground here, that is a very, very pretty mushroom, but it didn't mushroom much, and it had a lot less of a wound cavity, so I don't know if I would want to carry it. If you're really caring for bears, I think that big old beefy 44 Magnum, even though they're supposed to be the same weight of bullet, with less of a hollow point, that, I mean, they mushroom pretty similar total mushroom, but this one had far thinner walls and would mushroom much easier, and it's a significantly different wound tract. I mean, we've got this, which didn't leave a whole lot of a permanent cavity, versus this top one here, that left a much more significant permanent wound cavity. I know which one's going to hit harder. So in bear country, I wouldn't hesitate to carry this, load up the 44 Magnums. If you're carrying for people, obviously that's still going to do the job, but then at that point, why carry this? Why not carry a 45? I think you would get very similar performance out of a 45 ACP while holding a lot more, just a lot higher capacity gun. You know, you could have 8 if you're doing single stack, or you could have 10 if you're something like my M&P or like a Glock Model 21. Yeah, I don't know if I would carry that unless I really just wanted to carry that revolver. That would be a pretty good people round, but that's about it. All right, well that pretty much sums it up. If it was me, I would carry this for bear defense, and that's about it. If I was carrying for people defense, I think those Hornady 45 specials would work rather well, but this is a heavy, beefy little revolver. For similar or possibly less weight, you could get higher capacity in a semi-auto, unless you just really like the idea of carrying revolvers, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, the great thing about revolvers, they pretty much go bang every time. You know, they're very much more reliable in a semi-auto, and if that's the route you're going, then I think you'd be okay. And I think those 44 specials would be just fine for two-legged defense. And I think those 44 Magnums that are painful on both ends would work pretty well for bear defense. I just really, even though it's a painful pistol to shoot, I love this revolver. It's such a pretty revolver, and look at that thing with the nice rosewood grips. It's just classy. It's such a pretty gun. I like it a lot. I'm glad I have it as part of my collection. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. If you've noticed, we're putting out a lot of stuff with ballistic gel just because I've never had it, and finally I've added it to our repertoire, so we're doing a lot of stuff with ballistic gel. I'm having fun with it. I think it's going to be really a lot of fun to play around with. So make sure you're subscribed, so as we have more videos coming out, testing different ammunition, different calibers, different stuff like that, hunting stuff, defensive stuff, all kinds of stuff. You'll see it. Make sure you're subscribed and your bell notifications are turned on. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.